Morning.
Morning.
Fighting pizza today.
Good to know. Uh-oh.
Anywhere near that shit. Fuck that.
Fucking goddamn it. When you try and follow ball growth, but fucking VRChat cucks you. Fulgrith has a crashing avatar? I know how to beat you, Fulgrith. I'll report you to the VRChat devs. My dad owns Microsoft, Fulgrith. You can't touch me. Morning, Christos. Ah. I can't hear anyone. I'll be back in a moment. Fucking stupid fucking... It do be one of those days, though. I've spent more time dealing with issues than I have been in character. Getting out of the way instead of happening later. Dude, I wish it worked like that. But do you know this is gonna fuck me for the rest of the day? The first thing I did, Fenrir, is crash. God, the frame rate difference between the worlds is crazy. It's been a bit more spread out than the important bits. How could you know that? How could you possibly know that? It's only been crashing today. There haven't been any important bits because I've been crashing. We're not gonna get any important bits today because I'm gonna be staring at this for the entire fucking video. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm probably not gonna edit this out. Enjoy it. Don't worry, it annoys me too. Say hi, YouTube. I get no progression. You've done enough character development this season, Kyler. Hey, future me. Yeah, Orion, do you have any words of wisdom for future you? Anything you want to remind yourself in the future when this comes out in like 5 months? It does get better. But you're saying that to future you. That doesn't make any sense. Everything is pain.
Wait, is that him right there? Is it?
Oh no, not again. Dario.
Kyler.
Yep.
What do you mean not again?
Yeah, what do you need?
I need you for questioning.
Fuck me. Alright.
Be quick, come here.
Is this crown business or is this personal? And be honest this time.
3 people were murdered and I need your help.
Fuck me, okay.
Sorry if I stand outside. Make sure we're not interrupted. Actually, go inform Horst and Liliana I'm questioning Mr. Kyler. We'll be in the guard barrack soon. The only reason I've drugged you aside is because I know you and your family reside in the Noble Quarter.
Right.
There's been an incident in the Noble Quarter. I don't know if you know about it or heard about it, but there's been a murder of sorts.
Of sorts.
1 woman and 2 young men.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to know what the serpents would want with a noble family, and why they'd leave one of their daggers.
You know, I would like to tell you these things, but I'm a little concerned about the past and your relationship with these gangs. If I can trust you, I'll give you my take on it, but... well, I don't want to end up pissing off the serpent, so to speak.
And how is it that I gain the trust of the son of the blacksmith? I'm already diverting as much men as I can to keep your family safe. What else do you want from me?
Okay. The serpents, specifically the Viper who leads them, doesn't really do things without any cause or reason. Generally speaking, people like that, they do things for coin. Though something that's high profile, they wouldn't want anything brought on themselves, so leaving their dagger behind at the scene, either sending a message, or they didn't intend to do it. Or, maybe it wasn't the serpents. Are you sure it was the serpents?
This letter was addressed to the maiden's husband, stating that, well, he is to blame for greed and crossing the Viper.
Well,
She wasn't too happy about that.
where was that found?
Now, we did not find that was found at the home.
Along with the dagger.
The dagger, it has no blood on it. And every single one of their throats was slit. Now, either they could have cleaned it and left it, but they were also beaten and their throats slit. So, it's clearly the serpent. Question is, who did it?
I don't know. The Viper's been tailing me and my family. I don't know why he would suddenly switch focus. Who were these people that he, well, that they took out?
That is what we're trying to find out.
Right.
But obviously, if the husband had crossed the Viper by a form of greed or something else, it boils down to it nothing more than an enemy.
True. Does this noble have a house? Are they a part of anything, or just a minor noble?
We're still looking into that. However, the main question I'm asking you is, if you were around the noble quarter, did you see anyone go in and out that might have been a bit out of the ordinary, but that didn't belong there? Besides yourselves, of course.
I didn't sleep in the noble quarters. I was in the craft district last night, so I didn't see anything. Maybe ask Raylin or
I
Arn,
believe that is...
perhaps. If not, Loretta. Though... maybe not Loretta.
No.
Magistrate.
Magistrate.
Kyler, Knight Captain.
Sir.
Dario, I trust that you have gotten my written instructions that Kyler, well, given his status with Arnold, you can omit him from most of your scrutiny now. He is required.
I was simply questioning if he saw anything, sir. I was not implicating anything. You can ask him yourself.
That is correct.
It's fine. I just wanted to confirm that you had gotten my instructions.
Yes, sir. Instructions clear.
Very good. How's the investigation going? And
Fortunately,
did you
Your
know
Honor,
anything?
finished their investigation of the Merchants Guild. They're still looking into things, and I'm presuming questioning as well. My sergeant is debriefing them what we found at the Noble Quarter.
I see. Know anything, Kyler?
I
I
didn't
have nobles curdling in a pool of their own blood right now.
I didn't see anything last night. I slept in the craft district instead. Though I was informing Dario of these kind of people and how they work, if he wasn't already aware of these particular serpents and such.
I see.
Providing insight.
Very good. Well, Dario, continue to take charge of this investigation. If you need any support, contact me.
Yes, sir. The only support I will need is perhaps a background into the family and who they were. Other than that, we'll continue our investigation on suspects.
I'll have the scribes pull all of their records and see what we can find. Any connections.
Hello, sir. Let's return to the guard barracks now to continue my investigation. Thank you, Magister, Mr. Kyler. You are released from questioning.
Thank you, Dario.
And if you see your father, let him know that I need to question him about what potentially occurred.
I'll keep my eyes and ears low in case something drifts my way. I'll let you know.
Please do.
good captain didn't take too much of your time, did he, Kyler?
No, just asking questions, shooting the breeze, you know how it is.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You missed out on all the fun at the fight pit.
Oh yeah? Anything new, or is it just two people beating each other still?
Well, you can make some money out of it.
I don't have money to bet, unfortunately.
Oh, that is unfortunate, isn't it?
Yep. Investing. You know how it is.
Investing, is it?
Yeah, I bought a bow.
Hopefully you're investing in the war effort.
Yeah, technically, yes.
I see.
I'm tired of being shot with crossbows, so I purchased a recurve bow so I can shoot back at people.
Yeah, I bought a crossbows myself.
Oh. Look at us getting all ranged.
Yes. I also have a night killer. I don't really know how to use that, though.
Like a night killer? Wow. I wish I could tell
Three
you.
of the things that go inside them, they could fire with it.
Oh, the little bull bearing thingies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had those lodged in me
And a
before.
package of what do they use to make it go. Just, you know.
Yeah, it's beyond my understanding. I'm more of the person to get shot by them than shoot them.
I see.
Did you hear about the noble quarters last night?
No.
Apparently some minor nobles
I
got
turned in
murdered.
early, very early. Oh.
You don't suppose you saw anything, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh well. Worth a shot, I suppose.
As I said, I turned in early, so I didn't really see anything.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Well, are you looking for a culprit or something?
That's not really my place to look.
Becoming Detective Kyler.
No, I don't care enough to be
I see.
honest. Morning, Rin.
Morning.
How's the fighting pits?
The last fight over already?
No one died.
It's already over and done with. Gonna go out on ahead, go to the
That went
tavern.
pretty well. Oh.
Good.
Let's see if it's
Why
open.
is Doris perched on like a hawk up there?
Because he's a fucking moron.
To intimidate you.
Intimidate me of all people?
Wow.
Do you
He needs
feel
a better vantage point of the people he bullies on a daily basis.
He has that tower
Oh,
that he
please
uses
don't say
in
that about the
Bluewater.
magistrate out loud.
Please don't change the freaking name to stream.
Well, you showed him.
Fuck about him or his
Anything I should be
title.
worried about heading toward the village?
Just keep your eyes open.
Show him.
He does have a
Ow.
nice keep, though. So, I mean, he has something going for him.
He does have a
Yeah,
sushi
there's
cake.
more where that came from too.
Please don't. Sheath your weapons, Anya.
You should be fucking scared.
I am, I'm terrified.
I'm more scared as to why my trekker is being a cunt. Guess I do not get to sit down.
It's a standing only
Or you
day.
could just ignore it.
Morning on.
Morning, Lady
What?
Huntford.
You could just ignore it,
Morning,
like I
Kyler.
do.
Everything all right?
Could like to run something by you if
Something was
possible.
going on and never caught him.
Yeah,
Sure, why not?
just over here is fine.
As you wish.
Well, first of all, first thing I saw this morning when I woke up was Fulgrith and his entourage leaving the city. I don't know where they were going, but I can maybe hazard a guess.
They weren't leaving the city, they were leaving my house.
Right.
I don't know what they were doing there because I was on the walls talking to Dorst. And I saw Raylan leave shortly after.
Okay. I'll look for her then, I suppose. Make sure she's not in any trouble. Furthermore, I don't know if Dorst told you or not, but last night there was a murder in the noble quarters. About 3 people died. Something to do with the Viper.
I heard it was more than that. Someone else was killed down in the guild house. Apparently they're part of the same family.
Really?
The Merchants Guild,
I only bring it up because I was asked by Dario if I'd saw anything, but obviously I wasn't in there last night, so you maybe asked yourself. Dorst has been looking over everyone for a while now. He's up on the walls behind you. He's just ducked away into the guardhouse. I don't know what he's up to.
Not our problem.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of...
Do you need me for anything today?
Other than preparing for what comes next? Probably not, no.
Very well.
Getting some finalized work done. Going to see if there's any coin to be made around the city. Every bit of silver will help.
Very good.
Not just with supplies, but also with the trip afterwards.
Yeah.
Your missive reached me. You wish to discuss something?
I have a feeling this is not the street to stand on, my son.
Is this a public matter or a private matter?
No?
Private.
Stop by the tavern.
Sure.
My captain, if you'll accompany us. Come.
Yes, sir.
The fuck did I miss?
Not much. The guard paid that peasant that was shoe shining to leave. Doris needed something from Gregor, or Gregor needed something from Doris.
Oh,
That's about it.
would you like to hear some good news?
Always.
Which I think you already know from the way you're walking. You're not slouched over anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'm assuming you're already using it. Good.
Yeah, my scoliosis got fixed, actually.
My name is Marcus, the Worthwhile.
Is that the good news?
Worthwhile. How'd you like your hair done?
Yes.
Oh, well, that is good news.
Just cleaned up. Still keep it
So,
along on
Bucky,
the
you're
sides.
not getting rid of the mutton chops, are you? I'll be devastated.
No, I'm just getting it, fixed up. Looks a bit disheveled. It's not
Fair
proper
enough.
for a knight.
You are
I
a
would like to.
braver man than I to get your hair done by someone without.
My trade. I've had plenty of practice on myself.
I jest, my friend. I jest.
Hi.
Very good.
I would like to speak with you after your business.
Sure. I was just going to the tavern to pick a couple things up.
I'll meet you there.
Let's say, I'll come back and partake in the same service as you and we can speak.
Sure.
Rayland's at the gate, by the way, if you didn't see her.
Let me get this water.
I don't know if you need her or not.
Okay.
The gate.
Yeah, she was talking to some people, but...
So you want to just clean up?
And she's gone again. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to run and see if I can find her?
I see. Same look.
Maintain
Yes.
some kind of general look.
Morning, sir.
If you will be interested in this, it will be simply a request for your help.
Morning, Sergeant.
Could the two of you meet at the church come noon?
Looks like they're having an important conversation. I don't interrupt.
Perfect. We will explain everything to you. Understood.
Yeah, I mean, not much going on. Most people were just watching the fight. Everything else was what it should be.
Oh, I fiddled with my fancy clothes. They fit a lot better now.
Thank you, my assailant.
Good.
What the fuck? Why is it always assault?
Hello,
Why
Edu.
can't we be in love?
Taken advantage of.
Why couldn't it have been?
Can we speak in
Let's
the house?
see.
I guess it's romantic then.
Sure.
I don't
I was going to say I noticed some, strange visitors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, perhaps the forge actually, since the strange visitors are
like an assailant.
near our house, apparently.
At this point in time, if we're talking about what I think we are, I'd rather go to the house.
Alright then, let's go to the house, shall we?
I can show Raylan my new clothes.
I would love to see your new clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
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 Also, have you seen Sir Gregor recently?
He's talking to Dorst.
Yes, he went up a tower with Dorst.
Alright, then I will talk to him later. Tell me about it.
You're concerning me. Morning time.
Hello, Tang.
Looking good.
Morning.
Where the fuck is Kyler?
Changing. Before we go into the bad, at least let him show you his new clothes, because he's very excited about them.
Kyler! Look at you!
Think I could pass for a lordling?
Oh. Yes, you look like the most dashing young lording I've ever seen.
Dashing on.
You even brushed your hair for once.
I tied it up properly.
You look like a rightful lordling. Oh my, by the deep,
This
look
is the
at
first
you.
time I've ever seen you so clean.
Honestly, same. It's incredible. I'm blown away. This is so white.
Well, you can
better
think,
keep it this white.
No, it'll get dirty as soon as I go outside, I'm sure. It's probably going to get blood on it eventually, but...
I'm sure. You look fantastic.
There is very little space to hide daggers in here. Thankfully I have my boot knife though, so...
I'm sure. This is probably more for along the lines of Lord.
Oh,
business,
Lord
not
Dribberfuck, I
business.
noticed that your borders were expanding over the Eastern River, and I say that's not very, cool of you.
Something of the sort, yes.
Yes. I could pull it off.
The young lord is looking incredible.
Perhaps.
I'm blown away.
It's something that some knights will sometimes utilize, it may like, is a sling. You wear it underneath your clothing, so you're able to slip a hand in and pull a knife out.
Oh. I should try that.
So it's
Clever.
strapped to your chest.
Should get something like that. That would be helpful.
Not a bad look.
Not at all.
Oh, you're the
You
one that
look
got it all fitted and stuff for me, so... Really, it's...
wonderful, Kyler.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Anyway, the bad news.
Well, now that we have had our smile,
Right.
ruin everything, Raylan.
God, I sure hope nothing ruins this day. So what do you want to talk about, Raylan?
I had a visit from Falgriff this morning. He came to our front door. He asked for me to find Iandel, and he told us that we are to assemble a group to go to Fair Hollow, a group of 10. Apparently both the people of Sarah and the Empire are interested in it, and apparently it is that wrath, that what I envisioned in my visions. It is an artifact that is more dangerous than the one that Iandel recovered. So we are to retrieve it for him, to keep it out of the hands of a murderous cult or the Empire. And he wants a unit of 10, no more, no less, of fighters of different skills. Swimmers, fighters, healers.
Swimmers? Why swimmers?
Because the ruins that will be visiting are not unlike the ones that we have visited in the past on the ground. However, they are underwater this time. The lake is... it is not allowed to be entered. The Lord Mildenhall refuses for anyone to go near because of the activity in it. There's a lot of creatures who hate the landers and will kill anyone they see. So they're very dangerous. Yes, that's what I thought. Anyways, I am being dragged into this by the order of Falgrith. Iandel and I are to gather a group together, and we will be meeting with said group come afternoon in the church to tell them all about this mission and get them to put as much they can together before we leave, because we are leaving by nightfall.
So we're going delving again for Falgrith once more.
Once more, it seems.
While I hate this, anything that the Empire wants, we want to deny. And what do you mean this is a dangerous artifact? What does that mean?
You know the artifact that Iandel has her hands on, the one that will destroy archways and potentially destroy half of the kingdom. This one is more dangerous, and I believe it is akin, if not the rage of the thing that I saw in my visions, the darkness abyss that destroyed the lost cities.
If it's so bloody dangerous, I have to ask, why is he not getting it himself?
Has he ever gotten anything himself? I don't know the answer. I would talk back to him, but frankly, there are few people I fear in this world, and he is one of them.
He's smart too. Even without whatever magic he has. He's shrewd.
He's powerful. Yes.
Cunning, smart.
So will you join us?
Weren't we meant to go to Fair Hollow anyway? Something to do with Dorst?
Dorst had hinted at there's something needing to be done there. I didn't know it was this.
Iandel and I are thinking the group to be assembled of 10 will be her, myself, you, Kyler. Assuming Sir Gregor will come along as well. Tang and Lisa, she said, are to come. Rin, because of his interest in the Cradle of Asara, and he can fight. What is his name? The priest person.
Father Martino.
Who can heal and fight because he has a weapon, a mace. And I brought up Anya as a possibility as well because of her usefulness with her feasts.
That's 10.
So we needed a large array of fighters, and we need to make sure none of them are in full plate except for you, because they need to be able to swim.
I won't be able to swim if I was in plate.
You have the artifact. I can give you this trident thing.
That's actually quite smart. But then I'll be
You are the only
walking.
one.
That'll be weird. Okay.
Well, if Tang is going, you and Tang can be at the bottom.
Okay, let me just throw this out there.
Alright.
If these are ruins, like they have been before, you said that they're submerged, yes?
Yes, we were told as such.
How do we know there's any air to be had down there whatsoever? Especially if it has to do with tritons.
I am not sure.
Otherwise, this is going to be
And on top
you
of
two and
this-
Tang down there.
Which is dangerous.
Very.
It'll be
Tang's
pitch
and they'll have-
black. How do
Braylon
we
can
see?
grow.
She has me. I can glow. You have your handy
It'll
dandy
last a
waterproof.
few minutes.
Fuck, that's right. I don't
You
know.
are our only source of light outside of Tang. We'll be in
Perhaps
pitch black water.
we could wrap some torches in hard leather or something.
If this is all submerged ruins,
Completely submerged, you're right.
even if we assume maybe there are pockets of air here and there, what if there are things there who can see in the water and we can't?
I can see.
You
the
remember what
water.
happened in Mosley?
Yes.
If I can see
We
the
went to a
water,
place-
these things likely can too. I have dark
We went to a
vision of the
place
water,
called
but I don't
Mosley
know.
last year.
Yes, the swamp.
There were
place,
these creatures. They almost look like...
Drows?
No. They look like a cross between men and catfish or something. They're hunched over beasts, razor-sharp claws, feelers. We had to get through a section of tunnel that was pitch black, and the water was just up to our necks, and they kept pulling us down, and we had to fight. Several of us almost drowned. One of us couldn't even swim. I was at Chain in the
Everyone
time.
who goes has to be able to swim. We are making that a requirement.
Raylan, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm fine with fighting things that are terrifying that I don't know, but I cannot see in the dark. I cannot see underwater. Fighting underwater is going to be horrendous. And if these things can see, if they can feel us moving the water, we'll be slaughtered.
What are other options?
There are none
Spears.
that I know of.
There will not be any use of swords underwater. We'll need spears.
No, we don't use swords underwater.
Spears. Daggers if you get very desperate and they get close. But there'll be no slashing underwater. You'll have to just... hold to
Stocks of
stab.
thrusting weapons.
The lantern I have, if it's sealed, will have light for about 2 minutes, and that's it. They'll run out of oxygen. Tang. He's been able to be submerged before, but I don't even know for how long. We don't know how deep this goes. Everywhere we've gone. Think of Kagovia. Do you remember how deep that was? Now imagine that filled with water.
What about Faye and Iandel? Could they concoct some sort of either breathing potion
Oh,
or
dear God.
eye potion that could help you see? I know they exist because the Vipers use them.
I do not believe Faye is going.
I don't know about breathing underwater, but I do know there's something called a stalker potion, I think. It's something that Victor has used before. But how it's made, not even Iandel knows.
Ah, fuck, okay.
It allows anyone who drinks it to see in the dark. However, dark vision and dark vision underwater are two very different things.
I see. One other thing I should mention. Fulgris said that Oleander is there.
An Inquisitor. Well, that's the purpose of moving fast, right? We can avoid them. Stay out of sight.
Aye. That's why we want to
Be
have a small
careful.
party.
If he's there, then surely there must be some merit to it not being completely underwater, right?
Maybe.
Unless
Or they're
they
scouting
have
it
some
out.
kind of... Oh, yes.
I want you to think Fair Hollow is all the way in the west.
Yeah.
For there to be an Inquisitor there, you would have had to go through a shit ton of trouble to get there.
They really want this thing.
Really committed to it, huh? Even if they are just scouting it.
Then it must be what it is that he said it is. Okay.
I should have read that. The thing that I saw was beyond deadly. It decimated a city 5 times this size, made of solid from everyone in it. It tore down pillars. It tore down the heart of Triton culture, not the goddess.
But why
If
would
this
that
is
be
what that
here?
is, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. Whatever that was, you said it was destruction of Triton culture. You even said to me when you were angry and enraged that you saw something pulling people, Tritons, to some sort of darkness.
There was this hole, this darkness that was sucking in, and right as I got to the end, right as I was
Well, that
being
would
pulled
not
in, I
work
saw a
outside
flash
of
of green
water.
light.
It would be the torrents of water that pulled people in. What good would something like that be on land? It must be something else.
Then Fulgur said that it was likely the artifact was the result of the rage that I spoke of in this state. The rage that I believe the Emperor or whatnot had.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but it is powerful. That is all I know. And we are to retrieve it, lest it gets into the Empire's hands. I hate this plan, and I hate everything a part of it, especially my stomach dropped when the Indel told me we're going to do another artifact thing. I cannot stomach it.
I've been to Fair Hollow before. When I was looking for the heir, but it was many years ago. The city is massive. There's 3 tiers, I'm sure you remember.
I got it.
The castle all the way in the back.
Ah. You are gonna love this. Come on in.
Rumors that the lake has been secured. That there are even some fortifications near it.
No one is to enter the lake.
How are we supposed to get this artifact then, if it's not supposed to enter the lake? Hang on.
We're going to have to find a way to get in there. Whether it's get permission or otherwise.
Surely you can't interfere with Crown business, right?
Yendel did mention that potentially
Crown business
having
means less and
crystals.
less the farther you are away from the capital. Go ahead.
Yendel mentioned having crystals there might be beneficial because he used to live there. He knows people there. It might help. He is somewhat
You'll
of a
forgive me.
fighter.
But Christos is fucking terrible at keeping his mouth shut. Yes, what is it, Gregor? You keep sighing over there. What is it?
Did Ian Dale give you all this information, Raylan?
I was there when Fulgrith told us, yes.
And my tracking did give fruit.
Tracking?
What?
Just saw her and, I guess, Ian Dale meet up with Fulgrith outside the castle.
So she said.
And I thought we were
No.
to keep our distance from that man.
There's not really much you can do when they show up to the house with 4 royal guards.
What he said. Now, Sir Gregor, if you want, You can meet us at the church at noon when we explain everything. But Kyler and Arn and I will be going to Fair Hollow. You are unarmored, so it makes it a boon to have you, and you are a fighter.
Before you protest,
On goes
Sailor,
I go.
No protests.
but let me give you the reason why. The very short version is apparently there is something there that is very ancient that even has the Lord Advisor concerned or fearful. Remnants of the cradle of Asura. And Imperial agents have converged in Fair Hollow. They are operating quietly within the city. And apparently, even Inquisitor Oleander was sighted there by one of Fulgrith's agents. If the Empire wants to get this thing, before we leave, we need to make sure they don't get it, whatever it is.
If Oleander there must be something very important.
That's my thinking as well. Which is why I'm protesting less, as much as I want to.
Well,
Right.
it sounds like we're going anyway, so maybe we can talk strategy when we meet up at the church at noon.
That's what I was thinking, yes. Noon.
Got it.
As soon as the sun hits the sky, we meet in the
I
church.
will be there at that meeting. I want to know everyone who's involved. I don't care who Fulgrith put in charge. I want to know who's involved.
Agreed. I told you the list.
I need to
You
go
can approve
talk
if
to
you
the
want.
magistrate.
Alright.
I'm going to go ahead of time and tell him I need 10 steel spears.
Thank you.
And if we heard of this murder that happened in the Noble Quarter,
Yes, literally right next door.
A
Serpents,
murder in
apparently.
the Noble Quarter?
there
Yeah.
was somebody here that normally does not come.
You track the
Vakia.
people coming out of the Noble District?
It's just something that I saw when I was sitting with Laudia.
I've got nothing to say about him. He kept her alive.
Bring it up with the guard captains or Dario if you think he might be involved. If you want to. Honestly, I don't care too much about minor nobles getting
Be
murdered here.
careful. Be careful with who you involve, Gregor.
You already approached
Be
me.
careful with where you stick your nose. If it's in the Viper's business, I highly recommend you stay out of it. We don't want to get
I
tangled
don't
back
know
up
if
with
it
him
was or
again.
not.
The only thing I told them is that I saw him there because Laudia
Said I was there with her.
saw him there and I saw what direction he came from. That's all I told the guards.
Try not to get into trouble before we leave for Fair Hollow, okay? We leave tonight.
We'll flex the drip a little bit.
If either of you stick me in a fancy dress, I will have both your throats. You look marvelous, though.
Gee, thanks.
Mean that honestly. You look fantastic.
Yeah, and it's not really my thing, but I don't know, it's not too bad. And got a pretty good fit, so
At least it's not a dress with a skirt.
I would never. Not again.
Thank you.
Alright, I need to find Liliana.
Alright.
I'll meet you at noon.
Yeah.
Be safe, Lady Arthur.
You as well.
Try my best.
So did you tell her?
Liliana? That's what I'm looking at her for. Or looking for her. For. Looking for her for. Looking to tell her. Speaking of which.
Serpent that may be slipping out of its net. You understand?
In fact, I wish to have a meeting with you for a brief moment, Magister Tom.
Perhaps. Who seems like well, another kingdom is making its way through town.
Get back to your duties, guardsman.
Looks like a
We
strapping
need to clog
young
this
lad to
gate.
me.
Magistrate Dawes, may I
Arnold?
speak with you, sir?
True enough.
Yes, of course.
Is that Kyler?
The tower awaits.
Probably not a good idea, sir. Too many ears,
Okay.
Krampus.
I honestly can't
Ah,
tell if that's him or not.
well then.
I'll get back to the point. The sword looks familiar,
Dario,
but
with
that's
me.
the only thing that I recognize.
Let us
Nothing.
go, Arnold.
Few villagers
If you want real
doing
privacy.
the work, but none of them seem to know.
Watch my gate while I'm gone.
You look so cute. Oh my god, he looks so cute. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Hunting lodge.
She's right, you know.
Very good.
Oh, turn around, do a spin. Do a spin. A spin.
Present for
Look
us.
at his little ponytail! I'm gonna fucking die! Oh my god, you are so handsome. Look at you. Oh.
Clothes do most of the work.
I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Climb up the fucking gate.
Look at his little ponytail again.
You're the night.
I
You're
know,
the night
right?
captain's
He's got a
orders.
little ponytail. It's
It's like
gotten even
business
higher.
casual.
Looking smooth, Kyler.
Thank you, Selma.
And the
Excuse me.
ponytail is going to be on his forehead. He's going to be a little unicorn.
Of course.
Why is
Captain?
it like that?
A moment,
Very well.
if you're not busy.
Very well.
Somewhere private.
Playing dress up with his son, I see.
Proceed.
I don't know where the fuck to go. You know what? Come with me. Yeah, I got a place. After you. You okay? Sounds like a stressful
A
morning.
lot happening. Move out. Yes.
I talked to Dario about as much as I could. Probably wasn't much, but hopefully it helps a little. One second.
Do what you can, especially considering he's painfully aware of the situation most likely.
Between you and I.
I wouldn't doubt if he already knows.
Yeah, I figured. Dorst did talk to him today, well, yesterday, about staying the fuck away from me, so I assume Rosewood will as well.
You better.
I have a question.
What's that?
You still set on leaving everything? Haven't really had a chance to talk since, you know.
I don't know. I want to, but I feel like I'm abandoning everyone who has faith in me.
Come sit down. So, well, the reason I asked that is because I spoke to Dorst yesterday.
Oh, what did he say?
He has agreed to allow you to be assigned my personal guard when my group leaves for Gradio.
You're sure of this?
Mm-hmm. There is,
How did you convince him?
my silver tongue, of course. If I can convince you to fall in love with me, I'm sure I can convince anyone to do anything. It was,
Very well.
very outside of my area, but if this is something you still want to do, there are 2 avenues we can go down to make it happen. Though the choice
What are
is
those
still yours.
avenues then?
Option 1 is you formally retire from the guards in Adwick. He will accept your retirement. He will allow you to go with me. No strings attached. However, you would be resigning during wartime, which may bring somewhat dishonor to your family, a little. Though, I bet it's probably better than completely abandoning your post and, well, being an oathbreaker. The other avenue is that you stay as you become a crown agent, working directly under Dorst. You would be still leaving with me, though you would be, as he put it, beholden to you, or to him, sorry. Eventually you would have to come back, and you would be loyal to him. That would be your oath.
I accept the offer if that's the case then. But I hope he doesn't call me back if it's the case.
Well, if that's the case, if you don't want to be called back, don't be a crown agent. Retire, like you originally wanted. And then you're free. A canary no more.
Fine.
So you'll come with us then?
I will.
Alright. Okay. Okay, wow. Oh, I'm so glad you said yes.
I didn't think there's any way possible.
Well.
I thought I would have to abandon everything.
No. Yeah, like I said, no strings attached. Eventually you would be able to, well, you'd be able to walk around Araland without being arrested, and you'd probably visit your family again if the time ever comes, and you get to come with me to Gradia and eventually Gewin. And then, well, happy days, I suppose. Hopefully.
Yes.
Okay. So, 3 things are going to happen now. I'm going to write a missive to Dorst to inform him that until we leave, you are going to continue your duties as guard captain to make the transition for any new guard captains easier. When we leave, you will be coming with me, coming with us as my personal guard. The second thing is tonight, you and I are going to... Oh fuck, I can't do that. Okay, not tonight, but some night very soon. You and I are going to get a nice bottle of wine, and we are going to enjoy ourselves. Just relax. Maybe we can sit under the stars again or something. And the third thing
I like that.
is we're going to go to Gewin, We're going to reclaim it. Arn's going to become Lord. I will be Lordling. You will be my lady. And we're going to have beautiful children together. And everything's going to be okay. If you accept, of course.
I happily accept.
That makes me really happy. Do you know how much I was stressing about you having to leave everything behind? But that's in the past now. You can come with us.
I don't say.
You don't have to say anything. I would keep it kind of quiet for now. Obviously tell Horst and Lily and anyone you need to. But just to make things smoother and easier, we'll keep it kind of quiet, yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it when you smile. It's like one of my favorite things.
When I see what I have in front of me, I can't help but not.
Well, there's also something else that isn't as good news.
Yes?
Later tonight, myself and a group of other people will be leaving for Fairhollow. Doing something for Forgreth. I don't know how long I'll be gone, but just thought I'd let you know that I won't be around for the next couple of days. So.
I'll wait for you.
I
You
hope
come.
so. I'll be home as
Please
soon as I
say
can.
that.
Of course. Anything for you. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I won't take up too much more of your time. But... Oh, I'm so happy right now. I don't normally get to be happy.
I didn't think it was possible.
Well.
But you made it possible.
Of course. There's no army nor mountain that could keep me from you. And both of those are things we're probably going to have to face, but at least we get to do it together. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Back to back.
Against the world.
They don't stand a chance.
I won't keep you busy anymore. It's time to get that cute ass back to work. Go and tell the people we need to. And I'll be around if you want to talk to me.
Of course.
Lil,
Thank you.
I love you.
And I love you, Kyla.
I'll be seeing you.
a stallion. If you are part of Death of a Stallion, please come to the NPC spawn room.
Hey, that's me. I'm not gonna bother and grab anything. I'm gonna close this time.
He's already gone. That's right.
Which way did the magistrate go, Guardsman?
Back to the castle.
Fuck. Okay, thank you. Yes, hello, Royal Guardsman. Would you mind delivering this missive to Magistrate Dorst? Yes, thank you very much. It does look great. Be seeing you, Mr. Guardsman.